Okay, so there's a random block in a city like
the one you live in, and a couple girls or people watching, and one of them never smiles, but she's always happy,
and the other one keeps having the reoccurring dream where you're back in university and there's a class you forgot to go to,
and now you have to write the final, and there's a lot of people to watch. There's a Jewish-Chinese guy, and you think that's weird, but his people date back to the 8th century.
His best friend comes off as prejudiced, but she's actually not. She just isn't comfortable being thought of as a liberal. And there's a guy upstairs
who's the exact opposite.
And next door there's a guy who constantly mistakes love for hate,
so he doesn't know how he'll find a girlfriend.
And there's an artist who never leaves the house because she thinks her art
can make people feel less alone than she can in person, and she's right and wrong.
And there's a guy who wants to get help
for his procrastination problem,
but he can't seem to get around to it. And a girl who wants to get help for her depression problem, but help changes you and she likes herself.
And there's a guy who's out of money and he sees the help wanted sign
at the candy store, and he doesn't believe in predestination. He just thinks life is people randomly colliding like atoms.
But as he's looking, he collides with someone, and she drops her ID, and he sees her name is Candy McSweets. And just as he's about to reconsider fate and destiny, he realizes that she's obviously an exotic dancer. And she is, and she has 180 IQ. And there's a strip club next to a candy store,
a library, because it's that kind of city,
because it's that kind of planet, because the inside of your head looks the same.
And there's a gruff-looking cop.
And he'd never guess that the server is transgender, and he would never guess that the cop would think that's pretty cool, and neither of them would guess that there's a UFO watching from above, and you would never guess it's not aliens but people from the future. And they're watching a relationship
you don't see on TV, because television stopped being black and white in the 60s, but the shows never did. And they're watching a sanitation worker who's not sure if he's gay or not, but he keeps thinking about it. And someone naively in love with a stage persona when the stage is
where people are the least visible.
And an addict who doesn't look like what you think addicts look like, because nothing looks like anything. And at the end of the block there's a movie billboard, but it's the least interesting thing there, because people are interesting, dualistic
and contradictory, always
and never alone,
good and bad, crazy.
That's why time travelers are watching them. That's why
people watch each other to see what's really going on. Someone should make a show about it,
an animated one,
so it can have time travelers in it.
Hopefully people will watch that too.